escorted by Mike and Holly Gill. And his favorite memorial card was from the Youngest Girl Win. The advice he would give others is to not give up. After graduation, he plans to enter into the workforce. Harley Gill. Next, we have Brock Bailey, escorted by his parents, Mike and Stacy Bailey. Favorite memory at Tinora is winning GNCs during his junior year. The advice that he would give others is to keep working hard because there is always someone that is better than you. After graduation, Brock plans to join the workforce in the construction and carpentry field. Brock Bailey. Next we have Rose Kiesling, escorted by Hope Kiesling. Her favorite memory at Tinora is recording stats for duels. The advice that she would give others is to continue to ask questions. After graduation, she plans on attending college. Rose Kiesling. Destiny was a two-sport athlete in wrestling and cheer. After graduation, she plans to attend BGSU and study criminal justice and also cheer. Her favorite memory was to be able to wrestle at districts for the first time. Destiny Smith. Next we have Adeline DeLarber, escorted by her parents, Amanda Stuckey and Jordan Stuckey. Her favorite memory is receiving the Most Improved Wrestler Award during her junior season as a result of her hard work and her amazing coach, Jen. The advice that she would give others is to not wait until the day before to cut weight. After graduation, she plans to attend college. Adeline DeLarber. Next we have Paige Gandy. Escorted by Sarah Bryan and Matt Bryan, Amy Kumar, and Richard Gandy. Her favorite memory is going to state and placing. The advice that she would give others is to always try your hardest, even when you're tired. After graduation, she plans on attending Malone University to play softball, while her major is undecided. Paige Gandy. Next we have Bella Graziani. Escorted by Mike and Paulina Graziani. Her favorite memory is eating her victory bagel after a win. The advice that she would give others is always look for the positive and dance the negatives away. P.S. I'm Just Ken by Ryan Gosling is the best hype song. After graduation, she plans to wrestle at Tiffin while majoring in nursing. Bella Graziani. Next we have Alicia Scott. Escorted by her parents, Elizabeth and Harold Scott. Her favorite memory is each day there is something new. The girls and coaches truly have made the last 2 seasons unforgettable. In particular, I would like to thank Coach Bowers for always being there through the highs and the lows and for making me into the person that I am today. The advice that she would give others is to never give up, no matter how long you've been wrestling, whether it's been 1 year, 5 years, or 10 years. All it takes is effort. No matter if you win or lose, just know that you did your best and should be proud. After graduation, she plans on attending Bowling Green while majoring in biology on the track for pre-vet studies. Alicia Scott. Next we have Ava Steffel. Escorted by Coach Jeff Johns, Jason and David. What is the favorite memory? That is being the first girl in school history to place in the OHSAA state tournament. The advice that she would give others is that you never substitute for anything for others. You have to do it for yourself. Plans after graduation is to travel for a year and then go to school to become an accountant. Ava Steffel. Next we have Madeline Westfield. Escorted by her mother, Amanda Westfield. Her favorite memory is cheering on her teammates with everyone else. The advice that she would give others is to keep a good mindset, have fun, and work
Welcome to the NWO Sports Wrestling broadcast of the senior night and tri-meet of Tinora, Bryan, and Wauseon. So each squad will have some different teams here. Obviously for Tinora, the boys and girls will both be wrestling here tonight. We will also be having Matt Bishop, one of the coaches for Tinora, come up and give a little bit of commentary, and I'll be kind of running the graphics and everything behind the scenes. But pretty basic broadcast tonight. We don't have our full crew, but just wanted to come out here tonight and broadcast some wrestling. So stay tuned for more. Kind of give you an update on the schedule here. Just got finished with the senior night for Tinora. At 6:30, high school girls will be Tinora versus Wauseon. Approximately 7 p.m. is junior high school girls Tinora versus Bryan. Approximately 8 p.m. Coach Brown celebration for Tinora. Approximately 8:30, high school boys, Tinora versus Bryan will wrestle. Again, all these times are approximate, but it seems like we're on pace to be on schedule or ahead of schedule a little bit. So stay tuned, and got some good wrestling here tonight. Aslan Pagad from Tinora, winner at 1:15 over Alexis Solis. Going all 3 periods here. We'll have Matt Bishop joining us here for a little bit of commentary. Again, pretty limited crew tonight, but again, we just wanted to get out here and broadcast some wrestling on Tinora Senior Night. Appreciate you coming up here, Matt.
Yep, my pleasure. Good to be here.
Getting up the next match here, we have 120 Adeline DeLarber from Tinora. And
it's like Kaylin
Hartsock from Wauseon.
So a little bit of hand fighting now. Both feeling each other out. DeLarber's always heavy on the head. Uses the head tap to go for a nice straight on double leg. Gets stuffed. Front headlock defense. Needs to lower the level on that. Get her hips away here. Score by Hartsock. Powered through that front headlock defense.
Well, this should be a pretty solid matchup. Both wrestlers, had a decent amount of success here in a couple bigger tournaments lately. Hartsock making it deep, and Adeline DeLarber doing pretty good down in Olentangy. I think she finished 7th or 8th, I think, down there.
Yeah. No, DeLarber actually missed this weekend.
Or did she? Oh,
yeah,
that's
she
right.
was off this weekend, but she had a good showing at Findlay the weekend before.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Hartsock up 3-0, catching up the clock here with 34 seconds here, letting it run on our graphics.
One of DeLarber's signature moves is a sit switch. That's what she's trying to hit right now. Might have missed a clasp there. Good. She gets to her feet. Should be one. Escape. Set that shot up a little bit better. Her head taps were good in the first part of the period. She needs to go back to that. Period.
Period 2 we go.
Yeah, tight match. Hartsock defers to DeLarber. DeLarber chooses down. If I was a betting man, I'd bet that we'll see that sit-out switch again. She needs to explode her hips a little more to the sky. Up with her hips. She kept them down so she could follow. Another escape. 3-2. Some good head fighting. DeLarber's kind of controlling the center of the mat, which is always a good thing. Good hips away. Got her hips too tight. Got rolled through. Build up now from the bottom. Trying for a far side cradle on top. DeLarber needs to get big and long on the bottom here and fight hands. She did a good job of getting that hand released. Now she needs to come up from there. Good. Controlled workup, good. And there's one. She needs to watch that double leg shot from Hartsock. She's hit it 3 times now. Successful twice, and then the period saved her. So she needs to start running her offense a little bit. Good. She needs to work that head a little bit more to set it up. Ooh, good double leg again. Out of bounds. She's a sprawl when she sees that double leg coming. She's a little late in getting her hips away, so she's getting real deep on that double leg. Called a head hands defense with a down block. That would be a good way to stop that double leg. Good hand fighting. They both have good motion in their neutral position. Galarba needs to bang that head and use that. Three Wauseon, she takes down. Important to stop the first move on top here and try to break her down, her hips flat to the mat, and then run your pinning combinations. She throws a near side leg. She's going to stretch her out to have success with that leg. She looks uncomfortable in it, so she's going to try to bail on it. But the far side cradle would be there if she could take that and head to the knee. Should be a stalemate. She got out of it, so they continue to work. Pretty good control on top. She got her hips broke down and she built back up. You get off to the side and break the hips all the way down and run her pinning combination. She has a 2-on-1 wrist. Got to do something here. Galarba's down by 3 on top. Might be about time to kick her out and try for a takedown. She can't get a turn here in the next sort of 20 seconds. Because she'll have to get 2. Oof. She must have touched both hands at the top of the head for a full Nelson, a legal hold. She tried to get in the wrist, but she must have missed and got in the head. Now she definitely needs to kick her. Yep, she's releasing her out from the bottom, so they'll start neutral. She's got 4 to make up, so she'll need a takedown, a kick, and another takedown. Or go feet to back, which can be anywhere from 4 to 7.
Galarba's got to get something here going.
Yep. Got to have a quick one here. She got to use that heavy head pressure to score. Far side ankle picks available. She breaks off. Ooh, another good double leg by Hartsock. Her freight train double is really good, coming through at a low angle. Now she's going to bully her a little bit up on top. Double wrist ride, it's called. Gonna run out of time on bottom. 11-3. Good hard-fought match.
Yeah, by both wrestlers.
Yep.
Hartsock was just a hammer that entire match and ended up with the win.
Yeah, her double leg was really good.
Up next, I believe.
Addison Seward. For Tinora. Looks like Ellie Elson. Allie? Elson from Wauseon?
Ellie Elson, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Addison Galarba is Addison Seward Addie is a pretty all-action wrestler. She's moves quite a bit on her feet in neutral. She tries to do a nice sweep single, but you'll see her going from side to side once she gets out of this tie. And she's long. Good front headlock by Elson. So Addie won't stay out of that front headlock because that girl looks pretty powerful. Push her offense, which is touch and go. She should touch and go. Getting pulled in a little bit here. Circle back to the middle. Good slide by attempt by Seward. Try to set it up a little bit with more in pressure. Slide bys work best when you're driving in and they drive back. Then you use that momentum against them. She's in a pretty good front headlock here. Drop to a single leg. Head inside. Ooh, DeLarber.
Nice counter.
I mean, Seward, excellent inside shuck and go behind. Cross-face cradle attempt. Now she's doing a wrist and a half on the near side. Spiral ride. Elson's quad, it's called a quad pod. You work up to your feet in a powerful position and then stand up and peel away. Good mat return by Seward. Ooh, another good cross-face. All the way across to the tricep. That usually feeds into a cradle. Kind of bully her on top, but she really needs to get her hips out to the side like that and run around the head. Ooh, nice cover. Needs to settle back. Didn't get anything on the roll through. Really close to exposure there. She needs to finish this period on top though. 6 seconds left. She needs to regain position behind or stay locked up. Good job. Good to finish the period on top.
Period 2 we go between Addie Seward and Hallie Elson from Wauseon.
I feel a lot of inspiration sitting in this seat that Keith Brown sits in. I feel like
I don't know, Keith I'm sure he's probably tuned in.
I feel like I should bring up some wild stats from the 80s just to stay in honor of him. Ooh. Double legs thrown in by Elson. Puts a lot of pressure on the lower back. Seward's she needs to stay long here and not get overstretched. So she'll build up. Needs to try to shake that double leg position on top. If you can get him stretched out, it's a pretty bully position. It's terrible to be in bottom and be stretched out like that. So she needs to work to a hip like she is now, and then she can attack one leg without exposing her back and then try to get her hips up. So the higher hips win in this position. Should call a stalemate pretty soon, actually. There it is.
There it is.
It's been one of the emphasis from HSAA and the officiating.
Yeah, I saw that in the rules this year.
Legs,
right?
Yep.
Yeah, they really made a push for that. And
yep. The onus is on the offensive wrestler to improve the position.
Yeah.
Because stereotypically in the sort of the past, I'm going to date myself, 35 years, it's a stalling position. But
isn't that right too that they're really getting? I guess it sounded like more aggressive for stall calls and things like that as well too. I thought I read this year.
It's supposed to be. It's been an emphasis for about 20 years. When I got my license in the late 90s, they were emphasizing stall calls. And then when I was doing officiating in Europe, it was sort of hit or miss on what got enforced. Some near fall here on a
lot of points here for Elson.
Kind of a chin whip from legs. Now she's going to power half her back over. Watch that shoulder. Yep. Potentially dangerous on the shoulder stretch. Good combination for the Wauseon girl, though. Addie's got to get out of there. She knows that boot's coming. She has to catch it and elevate. Or a quick sit to opposite side. She has to sit away from that leg. Slid in some motion on her after she got set. There you go. Coming right boot probably. Yep, right boot right in. Ooh, she got to stop that double boot. She sits up and elevates to the head right now. She'll win that position. She doesn't, like she did not. She's going to get exposed again for a back count. Near falls. Oh, she's in big trouble here with the arm stretched back like that. Watch that shoulder. That shoulder's at a bad angle like right there. Really should be stopped. Oof, discretion call there, but I didn't like how it was straight up above the head and then she was pushing down on it.
Good match here.
Yeah, blessing and a curse with the flexibility of girls. They get in big trouble getting stretched out because they still look comfortable, but it's in an abnormal position. Eddie has a pre-existing contusion on her head that she's going to get some blood time for right now. She gets 5 minutes to get the blood to stop. Essentially, once they get the blood stopped, they stop the blood time, and then they just do what they call cleanup, which doesn't count against the wrestler who's the clock's running.
So, Matt, we got a little bit of time here. How's the Tinora wrestling program been doing this year?
Yeah, we're young this year. We have a couple of quality kids. It's been a low numbers as far as our senior class goes on the boys' side of the house. We've known that for a few years now that we're going to get some low numbers. Our junior class is our most solid class. A couple of quality freshmen, a couple of quality sophomore. Our numbers are good. We just don't have the returning state hammers that we've had we've been blessed the last 3 or 4 years with returners that they're going to be down in Columbus in March, and we don't have that this year. We have some guys that have a good shot getting down there, 3 or 4 to get down there. Girls program, probably top 5 or 6 in the state.
Yeah, I saw, Graziani, she's the #1 ranked wrestler among multiple media outlets.
Very good.
You have Paige Gamby as well, both making appearances down there.
Yep.
Girls might have a couple others too, but yeah.
Yeah, I think Ava Spencer has an outside shot getting down there. You never know with Ava Steffel, and you never know with Adeline DeLarber. They both have shots. It could be some good girls action down there. We have the state duels coming up for the girls in 2 weeks, I believe. First part of February, we're hosting state duels. We got a #2 seed, so we could do some actual damage in that. So
nice.
It's exciting, and it takes an entire squad to compete in that kind of, because it's a dual match.
Definitely.
It's not a tournament stat, like the bracketing. It's team brackets, so it's really good. So Seawart's down by 1 here. She needs to push her pace on these tie-ups. She has a really good sweep single from that. She keeps circling to the right. She likes to throw back to the left and then sweep to her right. So that she does that little push by. She should sweep right here on a outside single leg. She's got to pull the trigger here. You don't want to be chasing it with 30 seconds to go. Slide by attempt. It's pretty hard for me to not yell right now, but she needs to really bang on that head and hit her sweep single. It's there.
Hey, I appreciate it. You're Tinora wrestling coach, but you're being fairly neutral up here, in a professional manner. So.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, good double leg shot by Seward. That is a discretion call right there. As soon as she covers those hips, it should be 3. Yep, there's 3. Now she needs to ride out. Heavy ride, wrist control, hip control, stay right on the hips. She has
that hammer down the stretch here, coming up at a short time.
She has a stall to give, so I just stay right there on the hips and not get yourself in any trouble. She's actually a little higher than I'd like her to see. A good thigh pry would be good. She rode her out. Excellent match.
Winner at 125, Addie Seward over Holly Elson. Great match, went all 3 periods. That's what you like to see.
Yeah, quality wrestling too. They both knew what they were doing.
I believe up next we'll have Ava Steffel from Tinora and Kaylin Howe from Wauseon.
I don't know what that
Huff?
is. Yeah, maybe. You were probably right though.
I don't know. I'm not very good at pronouncing. We didn't have time to get all the.
Listen, there's 2 Y's in her name, so she's going to get what we say. I think that should be a rule for that. Ava, heavy hands. She is a mean wrestler. She'll come with heavy yet legal head strikes, and then she just kind of gets them thinking about those head bangs and kind of a near side snatch single right there. Breaks the hips down. Near side half attempt with the wrist. Peeled off. She's doing a good job keeping those hips broke down. Her hip pressure is really good right here. You can see Kaylin trying to turn her hips to the side. This is another time when flexibility is hard on the top wrestler. She's not getting out of that. Good wrist half turn there. Ava Steffel winner with the fall. Good victory on senior night for Ava.
Quick match here, quickest of the night. Every other match has pretty much gone all 3 periods so far. Got to see who's coming up next. And
I don't know that Wauseon has anybody. Tenora's wrestler scout. Looks like there's somebody
I think
there.
the next one is 145. Amia Hallett?
Yeah, Amaya. Amaya?
Amaya?
Yeah.
And this
Nope. Looks like Scout's taking the forfeit at 140. And we'll have Ava Spencer
at 145.
Yep. Oh, actually, that looks like Westoven, Maddie Westoven.
She wrestling at 145?
Looks like it. Let me look at my roster here. I don't know the girls' weights as well. Yeah, Maddie Westoven is 135.
Yeah, she took it. I believe Ava Spencer, both teams have 145 wrestler here, so
yep.
I think that's who we'll have up next.
Yep.
Amaya Hallett and Ava
So
Spencer.
I think that this Hallett girl's pretty good. Ava Spencer is another one that's probably flirting with state qualification. Needs to work on believing in herself. Her hips are excellent and she's powerful. But this Hallett girl's a hammer. I remember her from the last couple years. She's probably going to kick her out here. She's still in control. Red's still in control here. Ooh, nice duck under by Spencer. Reversal. But she never got away fully. A little sloppy with the hips there. Another 2 reversal for Wauseon. So it should be 5-2. Spencer needs to base up and get out of there. She's got back to her base. Butcher attempt here. Maybe a far side cradle. It's an interesting tilt. It was a clasp. She didn't have a head with that cradle attempt, so it'll go down as a clasp. Illegal hold, probably a body lock. Spencer into quad pod. Arm chop by Naya. Potentially dangerous. Ooh. Good mat return with the tight waist arm chop. She needs to get that hammer lock back. She's got a near side bar. She needs to get her other arm down to that hand that's captured and bring it back up over her head, a 2-on-1. She's working towards it now. Push the thigh. She needs to push the thigh so she doesn't get driven over. Flexible enough to just stand up with it, though. Now her head's blocked and she got turned here. Looks fairly tight. Fall. It's a really good pinning combination.
Winner Hallett from Wauseon at 145. Up next, let's see who we have
I
here.
don't think we have another match until Paige Gamby's match at 170.
I'm trying to see who Wauseon will bring to the table here. Jocelyn Rodriguez from Wauseon, it looks like.
Yep. Paige Gamby from Tinora, that'll be 170.
I'd say Jocelyn Rodriguez is probably a little bit of an underdog here, freshman coming in, so we'll see what she has to bring to the table against Paige Gamby.
Yeah, I know nothing about the Wauseon girl, but she looks pretty powerful. But Paige she has really good counters to power because of her kind of elite athleticism. She's very mobile for a 170 pounder. And she has some power too. Good duck under. Needs the lift and return. Good takedown, 3. Cross face here into a, usually she goes in around front to a butcher. Yep, that's what she's working for right now. Got the turn on the butcher, it's tightened up, fall.
Paige Gamby, winner from Tinora at 170.
Once she gets that crossface secured, she's super powerful in that bundle. Alicia Scott here will get the bye. Forfeit.
I believe that's it, right?
Well, I think we have Bella. We started at 105, so I think we have Bella at 100.
Okay. Yeah, I think you are correct.
Looks like another excessive Y in the name here. Ariana Jacobs. Could be an absolute beating. I'm not going to try to jinx Bella, but state runner-up last year. She is a machine this year. Bella Graziani, Ariana Jacobs from Wauseon.
So you could say, you know, Graziani probably one of the best girls wrestlers in the entire state, you know, even pound for pound.
Yeah, I believe they threw out a pound for pound ranking. I think Bella's at number 4 right now. Really good blast doubles there, straight on. Her level change is excellent. Do a little riding on the top, another kick out here. Good hand fighting. She controls the match really well. She gets pressure going in. That's her signature sweep single to the right side, head inside. She's got a wrist and a half. Drove it over. Got a little high, has to settle. Switches the half to reverse half. Still has that locked up. Cow catcher. This is called a cow catcher. It's a little bundle. She needs to pull her into her hips. Keep her foot in here.
Jacobs is in trouble here.
Yeah, it's tight.
That's it. Bella Graziani, winner, 100 pounds for the girls.
I believe that is her 102nd pin in her career.
Yeah, I saw she just got her 100th, I think, this last weekend.
Yep.
So
Her 100th fall.
it's pretty impressive. Not only, you know, it's impressive to get 100 career wins, but
yeah.
you know, 100 pins in a career is pretty phenomenal. So
very special.
So I'm trying to look at the schedule here. Up next, I believe we'll have junior high and high school girls, Tinora versus Bryan. Is that correct? I believe so.
Yep.
Now, how does that format work? Do they just fill in the classes where maybe no one wrestles, or
No, they'll go
everyone?
junior high. They'll go middle school first, and then they'll roll into the high school.
Okay.
But it should go fairly quickly. I think Bryan Middle School has a single girl.
One girl? Okay.
One. So I think that'll go pretty quickly. And then I don't know that they have more than about 7 or 8 high school girls. So
Okay.
yeah. It'll probably be about the same amount of time as this last duel with Wauseon.
Bryan's coming out to the mat. Get around here. I assume we probably get started here fairly quickly.
Yeah, I think we'll roll right into it. Everybody's warm. Bryan was warming up in the back in our wrestling room, so everybody should be good. The girls obviously are warmed up.
Busy night here tonight at Tinora. Only home meet, right, of the entire season. Well, the girls had a home tournament, but
yeah,
for everyone
it's
here.
Our home duel, our only home duel.
Yep, senior night here out at Tinora with Wauseon and Bryan. So Matt Bishop here doing some color commentary. Appreciate him coming up.
Yeah,
Logan Bailey here too. Mike Bailey, my dad, joining us on the camera. So appreciate all the help, any help we can get. Again, you know, this isn't one of our fancy broadcasts, but we want to put something together for everyone out here and, you know, bring some recognition to these wrestlers. So
yeah, I will not take offense to the not fancy broadcast comment. I think I'm pretty fancy here, but I'll throw a little shout out to Josh Burkholder. I wish he had joined us tonight. He's a vast depth of knowledge in wrestling. So
yeah, maybe we'll see if we can recruit him maybe some other point.
Yep.
If not this year, maybe next year. We'll see.
Yep, that'll be good. My Joshy will be a senior next year, so he'll be coming to that anyway. So we'll try to drag him up here.
Pretty good crowd here tonight.
Yeah, pretty nice.
Tenora's bleachers. I just got one half of the gym open, but pretty full here, and good to see a lot of familiar faces out, and people maybe that were former wrestlers, getting out here and supporting their school, and some of these kids as well too. So it's really
quite
great
a few
to see.
alumni here. They have the presentation for Tim Brown later tonight, so I know a lot of the
Longtime coach here at Tinora, right?
Yeah, I think he did 17 years.
Okay. Was he your coach when you were
He
here?
was
as well
my
too?
coach.
Okay.
Yep.
And what year did you graduate, Matt?
1994. Seemed like yesterday, but it
Yeah.
was 100 years ago. That was, we just started taking it serious. Last state qualifier was Mike Bachhaus in 1985.
Had some legends there in the 90s.
Yeah.
You made it down to state a couple times.
Yep,
and Bachhaus he was a state champion, right?
He was in 1985, and then runner-up in 84.
Who else did you? He had a couple other good wrestlers, I think, in the 90s,
we started it off good then. Yeah, Matt Hampton qualified. Jimmy Davis qualified. Then you started getting placers like John Steffel and Jason Walker.
Sure.
Mikey Shawley, Aaron Weibel. And then you rolled into the Ryan Max and Blonar's boys in the early 2000s. So that's right when I was leaving for the Army, so I lost track once we got into the 2000s, but never far away.
All right, we'll get things pulled up here. I believe we have Aslan Pagan, right?
Yep, 115. Aslan's back out there. Really good sweep single right there. She's got the hips broke down real nice. Got it a little high up towards the head. On that bar, you have to keep it down by the ribs. If you run it up high, they always stop it for potentially dangerous, which is good.
Not sure who we have from Bryan. It's a little tricky when you mix junior high, high school. You got like
rosters.
Yeah, you got like 6 different weigh-in rosters here, so trying to keep everything organized.
I don't think I have their roster. Oh, wait, yes, I do.
I don't see who they have for 115, though.
It will be Adelia Hart, I believe. I think that's who it is. Because they bumped Riley Arquette up to 130 from 15. So this is either Alexa Watkins or Delia Hart.
We apologize if we don't get it corrected. Kind of last minute getting all the weigh-ins, and again trying to organize junior high and high school too.
Yep. I'm sure that's Aslan Pagan though.
Yes, that we do know. Yes, I would hope so.
Another really good breakdown here. She's controlling the hips well. Good near side half. She's got to run that right to the head. Heavy pressure. Keep walking. Keep her hips low. Step, step, step. Really needs to swing the gait on her. This is the flexibility that I was talking about. And she needs to swing that across now. If she gets out to their side, she gave up on it. Switch to the other side, actually. She needs to watch that she doesn't get called for a full here. Peeled off by the bottom wrestler. Let's go back to a breakdown, which she did with the arm bar, arm lever. Quad pod by the Bryan girl. Broken down well by Aslan. On to the period.
Period 2 we go here. Aslan Pagan, and we believe Adelia Hart, but not positive.
Pagan's choice, she takes bottom. Nice sit out right into a near side single, switch off to a double, reversal. Hip breakdown, she's looking for arm bar near side. She's got the arm bar locked up. She needs to put that shoulder into the ear and get off to the left side and run it around. No rush here. Once you get that bar, you're not in a hurry. Flexibility, good. She's pushing that shoulder right to the ear, which takes that flexibility away. Gets the exposure here. Ball.
Pin here at 115 by Tenora's Aslan Pagan, winner.
Fundamentally very solid on top.
All right, we'll see who we have coming up here next.
Adeline DeLarber for Tinora. And I would think might be the Alexa Watkins girl here. But she seems a bit undersized.
She's listed at 110 here.
Yeah, she looks undersized to me. Could be though. Actually, I think they have Adelia Hart listed as their 120-pounder, so it might be her. Good near side half here, fall. Kind of bullied her there. Good senior night performance by DeLarber. Addison Seward now up for the Rams.
It's hard to figure out who's wrestling for Bryan because they have.
Seward's our 120-pounder essentially, so this might be Adelia Hart here. I don't know, or it could be Peyton Geiner. See if I can pick a name out of the crowd when they're yelling it, but it's good ring control, mat control here by Seward. Ooh, she got a little bit heavy on her hands and got go behind here. She needs to stand up and push the head here. Turn the other way. Now she needs to build up. This girl's got good control on top. Heavy hip pressure. She needs to get off to the side though here to risk, or she risks getting a stalling call riding on the hips, but Seward in the same vein needs to move on the bottom. Wrist control here and stand up. Arm lever attempt by Bryan girl into an arm bar. Seward needs to push her thigh. Instead of having her hand up like that, she needs to put it down on her thigh so she can't run her around. Relying on her flexibility right here. Might still get exposed. Yep. Near fall count. She needs to pull that wrist off of her. There we go. She's got 3 near fall on that. No reversal yet. Essentially, Red's still in control. That should be a reversal. Yep. 2 reversals. Seward. Oh, she needs to get her hips up. High hips win here. She got to get her hips up. They're stuck under there. And reversed. That snuck up to 8-2 real quick. Seward needs to get that wrist back and get her own wrist control. Be the end of the period here. Some good scrambles there. Both of them have pretty good hips, it seems. Seward needs to get to work on her offense, though. Her sweep single was really good.
Yeah, nice job there by the Bryan girl, racking up some points. Again, we apologize. We're not quite sure who it is because there's a lot of changes, or
yeah,
they kind of give a range of some weight classes and crossing things out, and
the weigh-in sheet got pretty hacked up, so we do that to get girls quality matches, and it's hard on us up here. It's like the Paulding camo jerseys in football. You just don't really know.
Yeah, that's right. Or Ayersville with the, I don't know what they call it, whatever blue that is, and the yellow with no outline. That's tough to see. So similar in wrestling. I guess every sport has their own quirks.
The difficulty for
but nonetheless, you know, we're bringing live wrestling tonight. So.
Yep, very good.
Bryan on top, 10-2.
Addie needs to get moving on the bottom.
Bring things back to the center of the mat here.
First move. She can't let this Bryan girl get a hold of her wrists again. When she gets wrist control first, she's easier to break down. So good, she cleared her wrist. Now she needs to push her head like she is. Good job. And get long here. Push the head and get long. That girl's doing a really good job of shelving that leg though. She elevated just above the knee, which makes it, mobilizes your hips essentially. Arm lever here, switching off to an arm bar. Seward needs to crawl forward. She's got the wrist secured too. It's interesting when you get the near side wrist because you're essentially fighting yourself for leverage here. Stepping over the head to try to lift it. Seward needs to just stay flat and heavy here. They'll call a stalemate in a second. Ooh, little exposure there now.
Working up those back points.
Trying to get out the back door here. Little head scissor, probably illegal move here actually. You can't scissor the head. Yep.
Right. They gave her 3 points with the
Yeah, there were 3
points.
near fall points to Bryan, and then Seward got 1 technical violation for the illegal scissors of the neck. Pretty self-explanatory on why that's illegal. She gets here a lot. The onus is on the top girl to work up those legs. Seward needs to post her head when she does that and make it hard for her to work back up. She does the work to get her hips away, but then she lets her catch back up on her.
Short time here. Looks like Bryan's just going to ride it out here.
Yeah, she's really good at keeping those hips broke down. I almost think that I'd go top if I was Seward because she didn't have much joy on bottom.
Yeah, really, the Bryan girl's just been a hammer. You know, when she's on top, just not letting Seward
So she's
get
going
anywhere with
neutral.
it.
She's going to try to hit a big move here. She's down by 10 with the 1 period left. But she has to go now.
Got to be aggressive. Couple
Again,
takedowns.
again, it's not something you can chase with 20 seconds left in third if you're down by 10.
Right.
Push your offense here. Really good front headlock by the Bryan girl. Switches off to a near side cradle. She's put her head in the ribs. Run it over Seward's head. If she would stop running and hook that leg with her left leg and elevate it, it'd be over. But Seward's doing a really good job of staying long here, which is the counter to a cradle, is staying long. Oops, see now that leg's getting elevated and she's getting turned a little bit. She keeps trying to get away from that leg, but she should use it and roll it to her head. She just goes behind for the takedown. She already had it, I guess, in that cradle they awarded it. But she bailed on the cradle. Got to go all out here now if you're Seward. Good, she's working up. Wrist control, broken back down in an arm bar. Really heavy hip control by the Bryan girl. She's doing a good job getting out to the left side as well so she doesn't get hit with stalling. All that pressure's up into the shoulders of Seward, making it hard for her to build back up. And she really needs to do nothing else here, but she's probably going to try for some more near fall. She'd slide her right knee over the head and lever it. She'd score. She'll run out of time though.
2-1 time.
Quality match there.
Yeah, Bryan girl, nice job by her all 3 periods.
She's pretty serious because Seward's not a slouch.
Yeah, as I say, Seward's definitely not a bad wrestler here, so Bryan girl brought it.
Absolutely.
Again, we apologize. It's just kind of difficult with the weigh-in sheets to figure out who actually Bryan is sending out on the mat, so see who Tinora brings. Will they go to Ava Steffel at 130?
Looks like it. And that should be Riley Arquette. My weigh-in sheet says that she was bumping up to 130. Good takedown. She's going to kick her out here for another takedown probably. There's the one, escape. Stuff with heavy head pressure here on the tie. And a little snap go behind. Another kick here. Ooh. Long outside single shot by the Bryan girl. Down blocked well by Steffel. Good cross face here. Probably go behind here for another takedown. She's bundling it up actually for Butcher. Nothing here yet. He might have given the takedown actually. Yep, definitely has the takedown. She's working the far side cradle now. So walk that back to her hips and put the knee in the side. There's our exposure fall.
Winner at 130, Tinora versus Bryan, Ava Steffel in the first period here. All right, see who we have next up.
Scout Temple.
Looks like Bryan's sending someone out here.
Yeah, good. It looks like Scout's going to catch a forfeit here.
Okay.
And I think it's Olivia Walkup. Going to wrestle. That's Maddie Westover. I don't know because Maddie usually wrestles below Scout, so I don't know what's going on here.
Oh, they're giving her the.
She's also getting a forfeit.
So that brings out
Ava Steffel. Ava Spencer, sorry.
Looks like she is going to wrestle. Bryan's sending out a.
That will be Olivia Walkup at 45. I think Scout might have scratch weighted at 35 today. I think that's why her and Westover are interchangeable. Good snaps here. Both girls look pretty powerful. I know Spencer is quite powerful. Good hips, strong. This girl's snapping her around pretty good, so. Good mat control, though, by Spencer. She doesn't like the tie. She gets out of it. And some level changing here. Heavy hands by the Bryan girl. Ooh, nice outside single attempt. Needs to come back up, though. Ooh, stays with it. Reattacks on a high crotch, head outside. Cover. She needs to get her hips flat and cover. Takedown, Spencer. Going right into a near side. Switches to a far side half. Needs to bundle that up. She gives it up. Goes back to the near side half. Looks like she just has double wrists, actually. Double wrist ride. Working that half, though. She needs to swing the gate. The walk-up girl has her hips turned really well. Double wrist ride here again. Switching to a feint half attempt. Now she's got it locked up. That's tighter. She needs to bundle it up, really. Ooh. Switched it over to a far side half. Almost a full Nelson. There she got her turned up. That's a lot of pressure by Spencer there. Bundled up really well. Ran out of time. A couple more seconds, that was it. Good turn, though. Red's choice. Bryan chooses a neutral. Good level changes by Spencer. The fakes are quality fakes. Some hand fighting now. Oh, nice low single attempt by Spencer. Jammed at the moment by Walkup.
Oh.
Spencer needs to elevate that. She's coming up. It's good. Very good. Now she needs to run her hips down and against her hips. Out of bounds. There'll be no takedown. Really good re-attack there by Spencer. Good level changes. Now they're duking it out. Oh, excellent duck double. She gathers it in.
Finishes it.
Circles around for her takedown. That was a really good setup. She did a little hand fighting, and when the Bryan girl reached for her, she popped them both up and hit a nice level change double. Got her broken down really well here. Let's see if she can turn her again. 10-0. Far side cradle there. Didn't see it. She's working on those bars and those double wrists. When you're real heavy on the shoulders like that, she does that wrenching forward motion. The instinct of the bottom wrestler is to post their far knee. Well, that means usually that you can cradle them when they have their knee by their ear. Another half here. She's got it deep as well. Girl has really good hips. She keeps them pinned down to the mat really well. Ooh, nice switch to the other side half. Also very tight. She needs to keep walking to the head here. I think this might be it.
Spencer's racking up the points here. She's going for the fall.
Got it. Excellent job switching from side to side.
Nice finish there by Spencer. Winner, Ava Spencer from Tinora over Bryan's Olivia Walkup. Really nice match there by Ava Spencer, just in control the entire time. All right, who we got up next, Matt?
Looks like Tenora's going to have a forfeit here.
So I'm trying to see what the next weight class will we go to here.
Paige Gamby at 170.
Kendall Vera's here at 170 for Bryan.
Kendall Veras, yep. Freshman. We'll see how we go here. Paige has been working on a snap blast double. We'll see if she can pull it off here. It's a fairly elite move, but because of her athleticism, she makes it look really good. So if she bangs the head here and then, yep, good head bang. See how she pulls that snap down. When they start worrying about that forward pressure, she then blasts doubles like that right there. Perfect, like on cue.
It's one thing with Gamby, she's just so powerful.
Virtually impossible to stop a freight train double if you set it up right.
I would say so.
They are Jordan Burroughs, it's like his thing. And if you have a good double, you can beat just about any wrestler. Good go behind. She's very nimble at going behind as well. She likes to get people thinking about her power on her head, and then she gets behind them before you know what's happening. Ooh, another good double there. Excellent level change. She'll try to pin her in one of these now. That's her signature butcher here. She lost that bundle up a little bit. Going back for it. Rebundled. That's big trouble there.
There is in a tough position here. Gamby with the fall. 57 seconds left in the first.
Excellent.
Nice match by Gamby, but if you're Kendall, though, I mean, just a freshman, it's good to get some experience against, one of the top wrestlers in your weight class in the state.
Absolutely.
You only get better by, wrestling some of the best. And,
yep.
Gamby did what she was supposed to, but, Kendall Veras, definitely takes something out of that. And
yeah, she's feeling that freight train double for sure. It comes right through your chest, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Man, I tell you what, though, every time Gamby would hit that, you could just hear the thud of the mat.
Power. It's power. It is an unfriendly move. And if you know Paige, you know she's the nicest girl in the world, but all business out there.
Nice until you get out on the wrestling mat.
And then it's go time. Alicia Scott here. Looks like she'll have a forfeit as well. One of the girls I'm most proud of. she's had an excellent improvement over the last couple years. Just physically, she's become so much stronger, and she's stuck with it. Very proud of her. Back to the top again here with Bella Graziani. Let's see who's this young lady she's going against.
Alexa Goins.
Okay.
From Bryan. 100 pounds here.
Yep. Heavy on the hand here. Signature sweep single, outside single. Kick her again here. If you notice that Bella doesn't really disengage when she's kicking them. She keeps that hand on the small of the back and hand on the head. It takes a bit out of you every time you let them up like that. They have to work a little more. Near side cradle, leg laced up really tight. That's essentially a stack. As soon as she kicks to the highest part, she'll be stuck here.
It's so tough to wrestle Bella. That's too
tidy finish.
Matches
she flows
on tonight.
so well. That's the one thing about Bella is she goes from one to another. It's called chain wrestling. She's just so very good at it.
It's just amazing too. And obviously I'm a little green with wrestling. I really didn't pick it up, until the last couple of years until I met, my father-in-law, and I've always been a basketball guy, but just to watch, Bella, as she's going, she just looks so confident out there on the mat, and just to see the results and her dominating some of these tournaments, though, there's a reason why she's ranked #1, and really excited to see her go down to state too. So
she's an excellent example of what right looks like. A lot of kids will do one or two things that are very good. She virtually does everything perfectly.
Well, that's the last couple of years at state, she ran into the buzzsaw and what's her name? McKenna Craft, 4-time state champion.
Special kind of person.
Was she the first 4-time state champion in girls history? Yeah.
I think they call her a 5-timer because she won OAC states.
I think so too.
That's a bit suspect, I think, but she is undeniably, she was one of the greatest ever.
But nonetheless, so that was kind of like Bella's kryptonite the last couple of years. She's gone, and Bella is the straight front runner. So
yeah, absolutely.
But like you said earlier, it's exciting to follow the Tinora girls wrestling program. Like you had said, one of the better ones in the state too.
Yeah, we're right up there this year. I'm excited to see what we do with duels here. It kind of shows where you stand against other teams. Tournament scoring is something different than dual scoring. It takes a complete team. To do duels. So I'm going to go down here for Tim Brown's.
Yep, sounds good. Yeah, we're way ahead of schedule. So Matt will be joining us back here in a little bit. But coming up next is the past Tinora wrestling coach Tim Brown having a celebration here tonight. We'll turn it over to the PA announcer here, and I'm sure they'll give some information as well. But flowing way ahead of schedule. That was supposed to be coming up at 8 o'clock. It's now 7:24, so we're getting ready to do that now. It's always a good thing when you're moving ahead of schedule, especially when you're running a wrestling match or invite or anything with wrestling. So things are running smooth here tonight and ahead of schedule. So stay tuned. We'll have the celebration for Coach Brown of Tinora coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and beloved members of the Tinora wrestling family, thank you for gathering here today to celebrate your remarkable legacy in our wrestling community. We are here to honor a man who dedicated 17 incredible years as the head coach of Tinora Wrestling, Tim Brown. Tim began his journey with us in 1987 and continued to inspire and lead our athletes until 2003. During this time, he transformed not only the program, but state qualifiers, Coach Tim Brown guided 21 athletes to the prestigious state tournament, a testament to his commitment to excellence and ability to nurture talent. 10 state placers. Out of those qualifiers, 10 wrestlers placed at the state level, showcasing their hard work and dedication instilled by Coach Tim Brown's coaching. Sectional champions in 2001, Tim led the team to the victory as sectional champions, a proud moment that highlighted the hard work and determination of our athletes. First team GMC champs in 1999. Under Tim's guidance, we secured our very first GMC championship and continue the legacy of success with 5 consecutive GMC championships from 1999 to 2003. 7 straight years of state placers. Tim's tenure was marked by an impressive streak of 7 years where athletes consistently placed at the state competition, setting a standard of excellence that still inspires us today. At this time, we would like to ask any former wrestler to please stand up if Coach Tim Brown has impacted your life or was coached by you. Without further ado, let's give one more round of applause for Coach Tim Brown.
Nice little celebration there, congratulating and acknowledging longtime Tinora wrestling coach Tim Brown. That's one thing. Tenora's done a nice job, I feel like, the last couple of years, really, is just recognize some of the past members that really have kind of built some of the athletic programs in all their sports. And Jake Essick does a good job at doing that, and all the coaches really reaching back out. So, congrats to Coach Tim Brown, and awesome to see all the former wrestlers stand up in the crowd and all the lives that he's impacted over the years as well, too. So, up next, I believe we will have high school boys, Tinora and Bryan. Way ahead of schedule, actually about an hour ahead of schedule, so we'll get some wrestling action coming back. Matt Bishop might be doing a little bit of coaching here for the boys, so he'll probably join us a little bit later for some commentary. But again, we thank my dad, Mike Bailey, running the camera, Matt Bishop doing some commentary, kind of running everything behind the scenes. But again, just wanted to bring some live wrestling action tonight. No sponsors, no anything. We're just bringing some free live wrestling, so you can't beat that. All right, up next we will have Josh Bishop, Matt Bishop down there coaching his son Josh. Against Bryan we have getting this pulled up here. Nice takedown there by Josh to get 3 points. Bring it back to the center of the mat here. 126, we should have Turner Vitek here for the Golden Bears. Working the top there. Got the wrist lock. Pause in action here for potentially dangerous. Reset in the middle of the mat here. Josh working on top here against Vitek from Bryan. Trying to work it over here. Not quite. Trying to get some of those near fall points. Josh is working there on top. Not much action going on. Short time here. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Bring things to period 2. Starting in neutral here. Locking up here up top. There goes Josh going for the single leg there. He's got one leg down. Can he finish it? Bring it down to the ground. 3 points for Bishop. 6-0 against Bryan's Turner Vitek here. Bishop racking up, trying to get those near fall points. Trying to press that shoulder down to the mat here. He's working it. Now he's racking up those near fall points. Got the full 4 points there. Breaks it. He's trying to run it right now, bring that shoulder to the ear. There he goes. Really racking up the points in it here now. Bishop is on Vitek. Going for the fall. He's pushing that shoulder down to the mat. There it is. Josh Bishop. Nice match there. Winner at 126. Nice job there by Josh against Turner Vitek from Bryan. Up next, we'll see who we have here. So we have Deshaun Cooper at 285 for Tinora. Heavyweight action here. I believe it's Jeremiah Hayes. But I tell you what, Cooper is coming out of the gates here. Seven points already for Cooper. Kicks him out. Hayes gets his point. Cooper goes right back at it again. Man, the crowd is getting electric after this one. Cooper's up to 10 points already. Rolling the shoulder. He's going for the fall. There it is. I'll tell you what, though, the entire team is getting excited for that one. Pretty cool to see. Probably the most electric the gym's been here tonight. So nice match there by Cooper over, I believe, Jeremiah Hayes for Bryan. Matt's joining us again.
All right.
Pulling it all tonight.
Yeah.
Coach, commentator, dad.
That's it.
Geez, what else do you do?
Joshy.
Yeah, Josh had a nice match down there.
That guy's a solid 26 varsity guy for them, but he missed weight today. So they wrestled the match at an exhibition, and then Josh will get the forfeit in varsity as well. Good kid, but Josh can be a hammer when he's a hammer. So that was Deshaun Cooper's first win.
Oh, was it really? I was wondering. Yeah, everyone was getting so excited for that one.
Yep.
So
he looked really good. He's been working hard, actually.
Who do we have here for Tinora?
Grady Hampton. Grady Hampton, I will bet you in my entire life savings he'll do a slide by into a Merkle. Nope, low single. I lost my entire life savings. Kick out here. Another head inside single. Got a little stretched out on it though. Spin through.
I believe from Bryan we have Nate Root.
I think that's right.
Freshman.
I remember that kid from middle school last year.
Couple younger kids. Grady Hampton just a sophomore. Root a freshman.
That's pretty flat actually. Surprised that wasn't a fall. That stacked pretty high. Fall. Yep.
Grady Hampton, winner at 150 here. Nice match here by Grady.
Avery Acevedo for the Rams. I don't know who they have here for Bryan. They have 350s. Lee Sizemore potentially, or Oscar Tellis. I'm gonna say Oscar Tellis. Analysis, but
You said, who is this for Tinora, you said?
It's Avery Acevedo. He's a long wrestler, pretty green, coming off a couple injuries, so we'll see how rusty or not he is. Really good deep double leg, Bryan wrestler.
Yeah, not quite sure who Bryan's sending out. A couple different options there. The 150 weight class.
Oscar Tellis, but he's in an awkward position here with his legs in front of Acevedo's legs. Stalemate. Or, ooh, full. He must have thrown a full Nelson in there that we couldn't see from our angle. Caution on red. He mounted a little too soon. Must be invited on by the official. Deep near side half. Acevedo needs to look away and peel it. Clamp down with that elbow. Again, this guy from Bryan gets way in front of the hips, which is what happened right there. His hips got elevated by Acevedo and got the reversal. Working a turn here, far side cradle, got it locked up, rocking it back. Too far, overrolled. Now he's in trouble himself. Reversal Bryan. When you get a cradle locked up, there's absolutely no rush in it. You take your time and turn it in control. Kid got in front of his hips again. He's in big trouble here. Acevedo needs to switch his hands, really, and go with a half. There, he's switching over the head. Locked it up. Should get near fall here. Well, that's a bit tight. He needs to, his hips are pointing back towards the Bryan wrestler's hips. He needs to sink them onto the head. Perfect.
There it is. The fall for Avery Acevedo against Bryan. Again, we do apologize. Not quite sure who he had out there for Bryan. We got a couple different options, but nice match there by Avery Acevedo.
Okay, varsity match is starting here. 106, Donovan Gill for Tinora. And Ant Sharma for Bryan. Should be a good match. Donovan just getting back into wrestling after a couple years off. Pretty electric on his feet. He's really quick. Has good balance. Good control of the center of the mat. Caught a double leg here. Threw an underhook right to his back. Let him off the hook, though. Couple of near fall, released. One escape. 5-1, Gill. Good level changes. Got him thinking on that, and then went to the opposite side single, head outside. He's got his hips in all kinds of trouble here. Head hunting for near fall. Takedown awarded. Probably should have been some near fall there. That should be an illegal mat return, potentially dangerous, but he let it flow because they're tiny guys. So you're not supposed to be able to return to a trapped arm side. Waterfall position here. Bryan wrestler needs to get his head to either side, choose a side, and go that way. Gill's being as heavy as he can on the head. There, now he's got his head out. Now he's got a better chance of finishing it. He keeps from overextending. Head pressure here and a spin behind would score it. He's going for near fall, actually. He's keeping that arm bar on the near side after the takedown. Kind of transitioning into a cow catcher if he goes around the head. That's what he's doing, right to the back. A little high, though. I always tell the wrestlers that space is good when you're on defense. Space is bad when you're on offense. There was a bit of space between the chests, so he was able to roll through. Laid up some points, though, 15-2.
Period number 2 coming up. Tenora's Donovan Gill and Bryan Ant Sharma.
Gill chooses down. Good little near side switch. The escape for Gill. 16-2 here. Waterfall position again. Elevated the ankle and scored. That'll be a tech fall.
Nice match there by Gill. He said he just kind of got back into wrestling as well?
Yep, he had a couple years off. And just this is the first year back in.
Oh, nice solid match by him.
Mm-hmm.
We have here next for...
It's going to be a bye from Bryan, and it'll be Jackson DeWeese from Tinora. Bryan doesn't have anybody until 132 again.
That's it. 132 would be... Well, I have 132. Is Dakota Herman going to be wrestling?
I think so. It might be 30. Yeah, I think he got down to 32. I don't know where they're going to send him out, though. There's Josh getting his forfeit. Josh Bishop, wrestled the kid from Bryan that missed weight for an exhibition. Looks like they're.
What weight we got here?
This is 32.
And from Tinora we have.
Oh, yeah, they're sending him out. So that is Dakota Herman. Good slide by.
And Trevor Sabota
Yep,
from
Trevor
Tinora.
Sabota, yep. He has an excellent slide by. That's what he hits. Wait for a little comeback pressure and then hits the slide by right off of it. Good sit out escape from Herman. Sabota dangerous on his feet. He does a lot of feet to back takedowns. Oh, that was an excellent head inside single. Popping the hips right into a switch is Sabota. Good job by Herman cutting the corner off so he couldn't get around him and scoring the takedown. Granby attempt by Sabota. Sit out, switch, returned. Herman has heavy hips. He's good at following apparently. Another Granby attempt. Roll through, followed well by Herman. Sabota needs to get some wrist control and stand all the way up here. Gets flattened out. Herman trying for sort of a near side bar tilt. Now he's locking up a traditional arm bar. Near side bar, far side half. Switches over, jumps over and running the half. Returned. Kind of resetting here in neutral in referee's position.
Herman's still working, trying to get some points before in short time. Going into period number 2.
Yeah, good ride out actually.
With Sabota and Herman. Good match so far.
Yep, stayed busy on top. Sabota couldn't really get away, but he didn't get turned either, so good match. They go on their feet. Slide by attempt. He's going to the well a little too often with that slide by. Needs to fake it and drop to maybe a near side single. Head taps here by Herman. See if he hits another really good single leg inside attack like he did. Nope, tried a lazy ankle pick there. Trevor saw it coming and just turned his hips and got control. Little sit out switch from Herman, gets his one. 6-5 Sabota. On Bryan, I go back to my inside single leg attack. It was very good. Sabota with an outside double leg, really didn't set it up. Hard to score on that. Sabota needs to drive in here, and if they go out of bounds, so be it. But he's in a bad position. Stalemate. Called stalling because his shoe came untied. They're supposed to be taped or tucked. So if they come untied, it's a stalling on the wrestler.
Really? Huh, never knew that.
And this is kind of textbook of why it's a stalling because we got about
yeah,
a 30
that makes
second
sense.
break
Yeah,
here.
that's true too.
So in the dark arts of wrestling, if someone needs a break, they'll untie it as they go out of bounds in the melee. So they did that, kind of implemented that rule to get away from time wasting. Sabota doing a good job digging underhooks to that. Herman doing a good job.
Oh, there goes that single leg.
Yeah.
Brings him down to the mat.
Yeah, head outside single. He was good at that. He set it up well with head taps, and then when Sabota started worrying about getting hit in the face, he went to that head outside single.
Nice takedown there by Bryan's Herman.
Wrist roll here. Near side trying to do an arm bar. Went away from it. Sabota needs to get his hips off the mat. He needs to work up. So
going into the third period here, got a good match on our hands between Sabota and Herman. Do you look for Herman from Bryan to go again to that single leg takedown? It's been successful here all match long.
He's going to beat up his head a little bit more if he gets on his feet, which Sabota hasn't been able to hold him down. He's got kind of a long sit that he does. He stands, and then Sabota follows. Oh, stepping over here. Sabota needs to take that right to the head. When you do an arm over leg grab like that, you can half it from that near side or step over the head. See, there's that long sit. That's really hard to follow. Trevor did a good job that time following because the hips come up, elbow roll, good follow through. But those long sits, you expect most people do a short sit so you can keep your hips on them. But when they do a long sit and then elevate their hips, it's really hard to follow. So the third time of asking, Sabota did well following it. Needs to turn him here or kick him. Here, he's doing a little Merkle here. Inside leg, he wants to run that back over his left hip. So he's got the near side head and arm. He's let it go now. He got overpowered there a little bit. He needs to kick him here and get this fast takedown to tie it up. No points here. Trevor's actually still in control. He's trying to do a dump. Best case here for Tinora is that they call a stalemate.
So it might get to that point here.
There it is. So now Trevor needs to kick him and go after the takedown. Oh, a shoelace again. That'll be a point. Devastating. It's just, there's really no excuse for that.
It's huge for Sabota, though.
It's huge. Because now
are you allowed to during the match throw some tape on it real quick or no?
Yes. You got to start injury time though. The coaches are getting some right now.
There they are.
They'd have to reel his 90-second injury time, but there's really no loss to it.
Because here on out, if it keeps going untied, he just keeps losing
points. It's another
points,
point,
right?
and then it's 2. Yep.
So you hate to lose a match.
So that was huge because now, if I was Trevor Sabota, I'd kick him. And then you're down 7-9. A takedown wins it. Ooh, near side cradle attempt. Ooh, that Bryan kid's got really powerful hips. Now Tenora's going crazy. Gotta kick him here. There, he lets him out. Down by 2, 7-9. Next takedown wins. Slide by attempt. He's got to go to something else. Probably could call another stalling on Herman here unless he makes a valid effort to get a takedown. He's just giving ground. Yep.
It is.
Wow,
yeah,
definitely
stalling right now.
Oh, yeah. I would have reshot right there. Well, Sabota had to go for a big move. Got taken down. Had to go for it, though.
Yeah. Big win for Bryan's Dakota Herman. Sabota trying to make a last-ditch effort there, but Dakota Herman kind of stalling around there, but able to pull out the big-time win.
Yeah, he
nice
was
match
really
there, really,
solid.
by both wrestlers.
His hips were really solid, and he had some really good head outside single legs. Very good. Landon Meyer for Tinora, 38. Let's see who we have for Bryan. Looks like Nate Root. If so, we'll have a little freshman on freshman violence here. Landon Meyer works exceedingly hard in the weight room. Drill partner in Noel Rittenhouse. Excellent slide by. Really, sky's the limit for this kid. He gets a little rushy like that. He had him in a bad way with bear hug attempt. Oh, let him off the hook. Head and arm attempt by Bryan. Really good saggy hips by Meyer. Scored the 3. Wrist and a half attempt here. He's got to run it around and turn them hips. Looking good now. Got him turned, exposed. 4 near fall. You got to get chest to chest here and settle back. Bundle that head if you can. All kinds of time here. Minute 10. Got him.
Got the pin.
Excellent match.
Winner 138. Tenora's Landon Meyer over Bryan's Nate Root.
Excellent job. You love to see kids that work hard in the room bring it out to the matches and let it come out.
All right, who do we have next here?
Brandon Gill for Tinora. And looks like Landon Decker, perhaps, or Lee Sizemore. They're both 38 qualified, so I don't know which one this is. Straight on single attempt. Whizzer by Brandon Gill. Shin whizzer, actually. It's a lot of pressure on the offensive wrestler's shoulder. Usually get stalemated out here. Got to keep, both of them have to keep their hips high or someone will score from it. Brandon, I was just going to say Brandon needs to get his head up or roll through it, and he took roll through. Good following of the hips. He's going to score here. Spiral ride by Brandon Gill. Same near side tight waist. Good breakdown. Now he can get to work. He's got a 2-on-1 on that wrist. Might try a far side tilt with it. Ball and chain attempt. Yep, so he should put his elbow in the back and the knee in the back and tilt from here. He's got to load it to the head though. There's some one and back. There'll be no back points there. There should be some. Another one count. Ooh, another one count. He needed to bundle that up just a little tighter to his hips to get the 2 count. He only got 1 3 times, so no back points. Oh, he needs to run that to his head. He's staying on his hips. If he runs all of that to the head, he'll stick him. Again, 1 count. Oh, that's a deep half. Got him turned right through again. He's essentially illustrating my space is bad for offense. Finally got a 2 count on the back there with a cradle attempt at the end. Should be 5-0. Gill takes bottom. Brandon has some really good switches and some really good roll throughs. He hit a nice inside switch there. Right into a spiral ride. Doing a good job keeping the Bryan wrestler's hips broke down. Oh. Borderline excessive force to the back of the head, but referee allows it. 2-on-1 tilt attempt here. If he bundles that up tight enough, he can roll right through it. He's going between the legs again in a kind of a modified ball and chain. Levering on the middle of the back. He needs to take it to the head. So he's got all that pressure on the hips. There he got his 4 count on it. Again, this time he sat through it all the way. Another 4 count. That'll be it. Tech fall.
Nice match there by Tenora's Brandon Gill. Winner here at 144 over Bryan. Again, unsure if it was Decker or Sizemore. Had a couple guys listed there, but nonetheless, Brandon Gill, winner.
All right, coming up, Nolan Rittenhouse for the Rams. And the other aforementioned Bryan wrestler at 150 pounds.
At 150, we've got quite a few listed.
Yeah. All freshmen. This kid's put together pretty good for a freshman.
Who is it for Bryan?
I don't know,
Oh, I thought.
but they're all freshmen, so.
Yeah.
But he looks pretty strong. Nice takedown by Nolan. Nolan's pretty good on top. He gets people in big trouble. His biggest problem is slowing down when he gets people in a bad position. Good arm bar here. He can't take it to the head or it'll be potentially. See, rushed it a little bit, lost the bundle. Now bar attempt again. Take your time here. He needs to just take his time and break the hips down. Now walk to the head. As he yank him in, really. If he swings there, swing again. Oh, he's going right over the top in the stack. For near fall. Uses the side of the mat to reset. Smart mat work there. He likes that tight waist arm chop to the opposite side, and then he goes right into a bar from it. This guy's got to keep his head up or he's going to get stacked right over it again. Ooh, 2-on-1. Tilt attempt. Got a 2 count on it. Resets. Ooh, cross face. Kind of bullied him a little bit there. Cross face attempt. The kid stand up really good, but Nolan rode the hips down again. I think he's going to do a near side cradle here. Yep, head in the side. He gets that locked up. It's game over.
Oh, 2 seconds to spare in the first.
Yeah, really tighty.
Yeah, nice job at finishing that. Nolan Rittenhouse from Tinora, winner over Bryan at 150. Again, not sure from Bryan. They had 3 guys listed in Sizemore, Decker, and Tellez.
All right, Doug Hadamer for Tinora. And again, we've got a choice of who it is for Bryan, either Griffin Fowler or Jason Leroux. Definitely Doug Hadamer, though, for the Rams. Outside sweep single attempt by Doug. Switches off to a head outside double. Bryan kid doing a good job pushing the head and taking him out of bounds. Good defense, good attack. That was just a good little session of action there. Low single attempt by Bryan right off the whistle. Good down blocking by Hadamer. Front headlock defense now. Backing away a little bit by Bryan. Now they're both back up to their feet. Heavy tie, wrist control. Now they're wrestling in space. Middle of the mat. Collar ties by both. A little sweep attempt by Hadamer. Another sweep attempt. Really has to set that up with some head taps or snap downs. Ooh, throw attempt by Bryan. Hadamer was able to power out of it. Someone's getting thrown if they stay in that position. They both kind of back out of it here. Good, that's good head taps. Oh, that's maybe an aggressive head tap.
Oh, they're getting aggressive there.
Bryan, unnecessary roughness on Hadamer. It was more of a strike than a head tap. And it's a good job by the official to get control of that. Head taps are fine.
I'm always intrigued when it starts getting aggressive like this because you see both guys really go at it.
They'll wind it up.
Point.
Kind of a advertised shot by Bryan, and Hadamer down blocks and spins behind for 3. Yeah, there's a couple things they don't allow from neutral. And one is palm strikes to the face. You have to stay above the eyebrow. And then if you do it in a striking fashion, it's never allowed on the head.
And I've got a story here when we get time.
Excellent.
Short time here.
Yeah, he needs to finish this round on top. Nothing crazy here. Stay where you're at.
Period 2 we go here. anyways, about the head taps and, you know, hands to the face. You know, in college, I played football there, but we always would volunteer. And so actually Findlay, University of Findlay had hosted the regionals for Division II. So really good match. Kid from Ashland and someone else were wrestling, and it was getting deeper in the match. And kept on going at it, hitting each other in the face, back and forth. And I was a mat tapper, so I was on the mat. And then all of a sudden, the entire match broke out into a all-out fist fight between both teams. The official got punched in the head. Guys got thrown out. They looked out on replay. It was the craziest thing ever. It was my first college match ever, and it broke out into an all-out bench-clearing brawl between both teams.
Welcome to D2 playoff wrestling.
Yeah, right.
So the Bryan kid caught a stall there because he was dropped down onto the leg and didn't improve. You can only do that for about 4 seconds before the ref will call it. Wizard position here, stalemate essentially. Good job by Doug Hattemer holding his position once he builds up. It's on the offensive wrestler, who's the top wrestler in this position, to return them in a expeditious manner. So again, they're standing up now. He must return him. Doug will get one here. As soon as they just disengage, there we go. One escape for Hattemer. Out of bounds, reset. Really good job getting up from the bottom. Looks like the Bryan kid's really gassed. I would do one more of those head taps and then hit my best shot. To the face. Seiler's going to call that if he does it again. He's got wrists here. I'd snap and go. Heavy down pressure and then go on my best shot. This head to forehead position favors Hattemer because he doesn't have to score. It's a hard position to score from. Lazy throw attempt from Bryan there. Good way to get, inside trip, head and arm.
Oh, got stuck.
Got to roll through that.
Hattemer not in a good position.
He is not at all in a good position.
Bryan is working it, going for that fall.
So he made a mistake there and got parallel with him. He needed to tee up and stay on the head. He would have pinned him, but he got parallel with him and got rolled through.
Wow, Hattemer with the reversal there.
Yeah, exciting exchange there. Again, good place to finish on top.
Yeah, what a way to end the second period there. Man, things not looking good at all for Hattemer, and kid from Bryan really working it, nearly gets the pin, and Hattemer gets out of it and able to get the reversals.
Yep, Hattemer down by 2 now, 6-8.
Huge swing there. We got a match on our hands, folks. Period 3 here.
He's got to watch those head taps. He's going to give away another excessive force.
Yeah, this match has been pretty chippy from the beginning.
Yep. Sweep single again. Got to elevate that. Oh, no. Another toss, but this time he rolls through. Great job. That would be a 7-point move for Hattemer.
Wow. Unbelievable.
He needs to slowly creep up to the head there. Slowly. I wouldn't give my hips up at all. Best case scenario right there. Oh, man. Called him for excessive force on the back of the head. He's got to be careful now. That's 2. One more will be 2 points, and one more will be DQ.
Man, I tell you what a turn of events. Jeez,
yeah, some
end of
points
the second
flying
period,
around
yeah.
here. 2 7-point moves.
A lot of huge point swings here.
Good. He needs to keep that 2-on-1 and roll it to the shoulders. Get off to the side of the hips a little more. He's the break him back down. Yeah, stand up. And he's away. 13-10, takedown away.
Both wrestlers getting a little tired here, looks like, but man, it's coming down to the final wire. 30 seconds to go here.
Yeah, no onus on Hadimer to score, but he doesn't want to give away points on stalling either. He needs to circle back to the center.
It's go time for Bryan.
I would stay away now. Head and hands defense, we call it. Head to head, hands,
Bryan's got to go. There he goes. Hadimer gets away.
There's his stall, but he had it to give away.
Yep.
Definitely not going to get another one.
Nice job there by Hadimer. Finish out the third period there.
Yeah, excellent job to finish that. We call that the Joshua drill, actually, because my son lost at Border Wars. He was up by 2 with 8 seconds to go and lost on a takedown.
Oh, no.
So we implemented the Joshua drill where you head and hands defense for 10 to 15 seconds at the end of the match when you're leading. So it gives impetus on both sides. One guy has to score, one guy has to not get scored on. This is Cody Gill for Tinora.
65 here.
Head and arm, that's his go-to move. Right into a cradle, that was actually pretty slick. But he needs to settle back a little bit. He was a bit high. This kid's long. Little sit-through arm whizzer.
Antonio Glazer from Bryan.
Sweep single attempt. Good sprawl by Cody. Another head and arm, but he went kind of far side head and arm and bundled them both. He needs to slowly rock towards us here and lean to the head. That's the pressure that you want. Got high again. He's in big trouble here. High head wins here. Whoever gets their head up. Cody going for a near side cradle. Got it locked up. Still too far around on the head though. Run it back to the hips. He rolls through. Now he needs to drive straight across. Needs to bundle it here. Bryan kid needs to fight hands on the bottom. Ooh, that's close to a defensive pin. But he got his hips up now. The official's not giving back points. Now he's giving back points. He was too far off the mat to give back points. Just kicks him from cradle position.
It's 2 near fall points.
Yep. 7-0. Cody needs to dig unders here. He's in a bad position with his head stuck. He's the reach down and fight hands there. Good job.
Period 2 we go between Tenora's Cody Gill and Bryan Antonio Glazer.
Coach Seward questioning some near fall here. Call stand. They fixed it 9-1.
As I say, I thought he had
9
points there.
They only had 7 fired up. Oh, nice double leg. Really good double leg. I don't think I've ever seen Cody hit that before.
The timer's not running right now.
Rule book says you start the period over, but we'll take what's going on. Near side cradle again here. He really needs to run it over the head because he gets too far up like that. Ooh, Gill's in big trouble here actually. Gets his head caught and he can get put right on his back. Weird 50-50 transition there. Bails out, gives him 2 reversal. I would keep that. It's called a leg turk. You let go right as I said it. When you have the hips turned like that, that's already half the work. Arm lever attempt. Kind of. Far side leg. Power half, but he's really high. Cody just needs to shake down here. Double boots. He just needs to shake down, shake down. They're going to call a stalemate.
What do they call it?
Top wrestler was in all kinds of trouble there. Got his hips too high on the back of the neck.
12-3 here. Gill with a commanding lead here in the second period between Bryan's Glacier.
Elbow roll, sit through. Turn his hips in. Good job, reversal. Double boots by Cody. Power half. Good way to finish again.
On to period 3. 14-3. If you're Bryan's Antonio Glacier, what do you do in this situation here? You know, you're down by quite a bit. You have to be aggressive, I'd assume.
Yeah, an escape doesn't do you a lot of good unless you're getting up to throw, if you got a good throw, but you have to get an arm hooked here and try to do a roll. Peterson or Granby, something to score big. Still Cody in control here because he didn't get any separation. Could get exposure. He got a 90 right now, has to break a 45. Close. Sat through. He's in big trouble on the bottom. He's got that arm barred all the way across the back. Oh, I let him off the hook. So I'm catching that. If I'm the bottom guy right now, I'm catching that arm that's over my shoulder and trying to pull him down under me. Just a roll. Oh, I sit on that cradle.
There he goes.
Yep. Big mistake there.
Gale's in trouble here.
He needed no more points. He's going to get stuck there.
Oh, what a turn of events.
Up by 11. That's tight.
There it is. Nice comeback from Antonio Glacier from Bryan. He's down huge at one point.
Down by 11.
Down by 11. Gil with a commanding lead, and nice finish there by Bryan's Antonio Glacier to come back and get it with the fall.
Exactly what I was saying about space is bad. When you do that roll through cradle, it has to be really tight. And he had a lot of space there. Gavin Rittenhouse now for the Rams. Let's see who this Bryan kid is.
175 here.
Yeah, Hayden Veras, 75, maybe Sabian Brown. Marlo De Hoyas, they're all 75 qualified. Alex Lopez, they've got about 4 190ers. So they have 4 people that could be down at 75. They've certified at 75. Gavin Rittenhouse, long. He's got a motor that never stops. So he likes to drag people into deep water. Needs to do a good job here circling in and getting better control of the mat. Hand fighting, collar tie, trading off collar ties here. Working inside control. Oh, good job there. Powering through that. Called stalling on the Bryan wrestler for giving ground. Good call.
I didn't catch it. You said you think it's Veras or?
Yeah, it's. So they have.
Bryan.
They have 3 kids. Oh, really nice takedown there. Needs to cover the hips. Good job. Could be Hayden Veras, Sabian Brown, or Mario De Hoyas. They're all, or Alex Lopez. They're all certified for 75. I don't think Hayden Veras. I think he wrestled. I don't know. They're all certified for 75. So
I'll list them all here.
yeah, yeah. In hindsight, I should have had the Bryan coach tell me who was wrestling where. Ooh, exposure here. Half. Ooh, let him off the hook. He needs to keep those legs turked. See how he's got the legs? Ooh, now he needs to reset here. Swing the gate. Pressure right across the shoulders here will put him on his back. He needs to grab that other wrist, actually. Kind of let him off the hook there. Great job breaking him down and getting into that half by Rittenhouse. You stop his first move here off the bottom.
10 seconds to go. We got short time here.
Yep, you want to finish this period on top for sure. Good ankle ride here. He's got about 5 seconds to hold that before they call stalling. They're more intense on it in NCAAs. Good job. Way to finish the period. Bryan defers to Tinora. Tinora takes down. Excellent switch. Long sit out into a switch. Controlling the hips. Out of bounds. Good job. Rittenhouse needs to focus on his breakdowns right here. He doesn't need any near fall points at the moment. He needs to work on a good breakdown and staying in control. Now with that near side bar, he needs to break the hips to the mat and then work the turn. Near side cradle attempt. He needs to bring that head to the knee. Still in control here. He needs to stay tight here. And what he really should hope for is a stalemate. That's what we're playing for right here. Oh, he actually gave the reversal. I don't agree with that call. See, now I would have given the reversal. When he stretched that, that was the criteria for a reversal. Body figure 4. He needs to fight that bottom leg. He's fighting the top leg. Stay tight here. Getting stretched out is what we don't want to do if we're the bottom person. So Rittenhouse needs to get his feet down on the mat and drive forward. It's counterintuitive to have your knees on the mat and your feet up. There we go. That's what we need to do, build up to the base. Up and away here, wrist control. Mat return, down. Good mat return. Fight hands here, fight hands here. Good. If you're the Bryan wrestler, you want to reach down and peel his hands apart. You have time to do it, but a lot of people don't attack those hands. He really needs to. And Rittenhouse needs to advance or he's going to end on bottom. Gets it out. Peel here and stay in bounds. That's the biggest thing. Forward roll. If you're good stalling call.
Another hard mat return.
Could have called a hand clasp there. Still got him locked. I think he missed that. You have reaction time, but man, he really had it held for a long time after the return.
I'll tell you what, though, I love a good mat return or a good takedown. Just when you hear the thud
there's
of the mat,
there's something about a bit of
it.
elevation, yep.
Especially you get to some of these heavier weight classes, 175, 190,
some meat flying around
215.
there.
Yeah, there's some big bodies flying around on the mats.
Yep, absolutely. And it really, if you're the guy on the bottom that keeps standing up and just getting yard darted back into the mat, it's demoralizing.
It is. Definitely takes a mental toll on you, too.
Absolutely. And then you think to yourself, do I want to stand up again and have it happen again?
Right.
So it kind of takes you off your game if that's your game. Good reversal by Bryan. I talked up Rittenhouse's gas tank here, and he needs to turn it on now. Now's when he usually thrives. Good job grabbing that bottom boot. He needs to bring it out in front of his face. Stand it. All he has to do is elevate his hips and lift that leg. But he's giving that Bryan kid time to get back in there. Stalemate. He should call a stalemate here, which is unfortunate. Because Rittenhouse should at least get a 1 from disengaging. Stalemate. The right call.
Reset things back in the middle here.
Yep, Bryan kid just released him, so gave Rittenhouse a point so we can try to get a takedown and tie it up. 7-4 right now. Oh, excellent ankle pick. I work on that with him. I'm biased. But he let space again between the hips. Yep. That's been bothering him this match. He has really nice takedown attempts. That's 3. Tied up, should be. Tied up. Ooh, sit through that. Ooh, Rittenhouse up by 1. Good escape. Head and hands now. Head and hands. Don't need to score here. Don't need to score here.
See what Bryan does.
Don't need to score here. Just hold on. Hold on to something. Nope. Nope. Out of bounds. Excellent match. 8-7. Rittenhouse nips it.
175. Nice match.
Good match.
All right, let's see who we have up next.
Brock
here.
the Rock Bailey.
A little bit of heavyweight action here.
Yep. I think 190 they're gonna 190 and 215 it looks like one of them we're gonna forfeit at least. Looks like both of them. 215 pounder. Had no idea he had to get a headgear on, so he's doing that at the moment.
Looks like we'll probably have Eli Thim from Bryan.
For heavyweight?
For heavyweight. Junior for Bryan, and Brock Bailey, the senior, for Tinora.
Is there a 215 pounder catching his forfeit points?
Well, let's see what the younger brother brings on the table.
We shall indeed see. Brock needs to do some good head pressure and then his attack. Good. He needs to work under. They're banging heads pretty good here. Both of them kind of have, ooh, nice attack. Got to finish it. Can't stay under there. Good. Stay heavy hips. Heavy hips. Good. Stuff to throw. Brock on top.
3 for the takedown for Bailey.
Inexplicably has a leg in. Power half attempt, but across his face. Interesting choice. Kind of turned it into a Merkel. Needs to reset here and go to power half. Good. Get back in control here. Take his 3. Working a head lever, it looks like. Hard to see from here. The amount of beef that's in my way. Sucking him back in here for near side cradle. Butcher attempt now. Needs to reset. I would reset and drive him out of bounds here to get, so you don't lose the 1. Stay. Drive out. We literally just went over this yesterday. Don't know what he's doing there. Gator roll of some sort. He needs to snap down and get behind here. There we go. Good job, Brock. Bryan wrestler building up and then getting taken back down. Power half attempt. Foiled. Got a near side half if he can get that elbow popped. Working it, working on it. Good peel by the bottom wrestler. Short time here, got finish on top, 7 seconds. Good, just had a look at the scoreboard, always a good thing. Good period.
Period 2 we go between Tenora's Brock Bailey and Bryan's Eli Thim.
We're on our feet again here, neutral position. Floating like a butterfly, Bryan wrestler. Brock's trying to reel him in, show him a bit of power. Ooh, throw attempt. Good hips wins. Brock wins that battle again. Sink a little. Oh, no.
Oh, he's getting rolled.
Gotta get your hips up. Hips up, drive right now. skips ahead, it's over. It's over.
Nice finish by Bailey.
Good hips by Brock there.
Nice way to round out the night for Tinora. Big winners tonight as a team over Bryan. Brock Bailey, winner at 285.
Excellent night of wrestling.
Yeah, it rounds out things. So had a lot of good matches here tonight. We had the girls action earlier against Tinora, Wauseon, and Bryan. Tonight, boys action. Junior high action before all that. Boys varsity action or high school action against Bryan tonight. So appreciate, Matt, you helping out with a little bit of commentary.
My
appreciate that. And my dad, Mike Bailey, helping out on some camera action too. And really pieced this thing together last minute, but turned out fairly well. And thank you for everyone for tuning in. And again, always appreciate Jake Essig, the athletic director here out at Tinora. And
class. Pure class.
Yeah, so
shout out to Tim Brown too.
Yeah, Tim Brown tonight.
Got everything rolling for our program. So
yeah,
good
maybe
to see him out here.
One of these days we'll recruit Josh Burkholder.
He needs
on
to get
the
on
broadcast.
here. Depth of knowledge.
So
he knows his stuff.
So we'll see. But stay tuned. A couple weeks from now, we'll have the Van Buren Invitational. We'll have our full crew for that. Ray Romero on some commentary, AJ Fairchild running production, and myself helping out with everything else. So stay tuned for that. We'll have a lot of good wrestling action there. We'll do the finals on Saturday. I believe it's, what day is that?
2 weeks.
January 24th. We will have the finals of the Van Buren Invite. So stay tuned for that. And thanks again, everyone, for tuning in tonight. And stay tuned for next time. Thanks.